No, I just wanted to check. It wasn't because I had system down.
Do you hear that?
Yeah, I do.
So you hear that. Do you hear this now?
Now I do, yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, we can start. You want me to recap us then?
Yes, please.
All right, guys. Last time we ran into some trouble in the town of Kendallholm. Our friend Baz and his hammer Barnibus met with a wizard trying to build a tower. They finagled and fondled, or whatever word you want to use, with fish people, intermingled. That didn't go so well. Probably not according to Baz's agenda, I assume. But eventually he built the wizard tower, got his pay, also received, I believe, a magic item, if I'm not mistaken, and is taking off towards Greywatch. There was also, finally, just as a little tidbit, a bit of a serious talk with the hammer about him not wanting to be a hammer towards the end of the session. So that's also on the table. But we find ourselves, our hero, probably headed outside the gates of Kendallholm, unless he wants to be inside Kendallholm for some reason, towards Greywatch through the wilderness to heed whatever call is in Greywatch and against the hammer's wishes, who wants to be destroyed now.
Look, the reason why we're doing it is we're trying to be sneaky. We don't want to anger Chronikar, okay, because it's pretty clear it's what we're going to do. We're going to do some work on the way, make our way to where the hammer needs to be, but we're keeping a lowish profile. We're doing the right thing, maybe getting strong to face whatever is to come. When we literally defy the gods.
Yes, the omnipresent gods. Well, yeah. So you find yourself outside of Kendallholm, a moderately large city on the sea. You're supposed to go inland towards Independence Pass.
Wait, where's my... Is it taking me there? Wait, where am I? Trying to see where I am on the map. There we are. Okay, sick. Where's Kendallholm? Is that where you are? Yep.
That's where you are, yes.
Yeah, we're making our way towards Greywatch. That's the plan.
All right. You start stomping off through the wilderness. Anything you want to say to Barnibus, or are we good to travel?
Do you mind reminding us what got you stuck as a hammer?
I don't like to talk about it, but it had to do with me interacting with Chronikar, betraying him essentially in his eyes, doing him wrong. And so he turned me into a hammer because I was destructive, and he wanted me to become constructive. Permanently, for eternity.
What do you mean destructive?
I destroyed his property.
Why'd you destroy his property again?
It was a long time ago. I had different motives.
What kind of different motives here, buddy?
It doesn't matter now, Baz.
I feel like it does.
When you've been alive for 1,000 years, someone wishes you were the... Oh my god. Is that a Soda Stream?
Yeah, it is. Soda Stream slaps, dude. We had this discussion.
Yeah. Someone just said they wish that they were your bottle of water, and it distracted me pretty heavily. Oh god.
I thought it said, I wish that was a bottle of water. I'm like, I'm drinking water. What the fuck?
You will hear the hammer telepathically communicate to you. When you've been alive for 1,000 years, you do things, Baz. Do a lot of things. And I was alive for hundreds prior to being a hammer. And I did things that I'm not proud of. And sure, I did him wrong, but I feel like the punishment was a bit excessive.
I feel like you're doing everything you can to avoid the question here, Barney.
I destroyed his property. That is what I did.
Why? And what property?
When I was young, I was in a movement dedicated to destroying civilization. You could call it a cult. A druidic circle. They just called it the enemy. And so I tried to burn down his construction, his great constructs that he tried to create. Do you understand me?
Could we just fucking talk to Chronocar about it then? I'm sure we could have a chat with him and he'd be amenable.
Chronocar has no mind, it is an intention. Speaking to Chronocar would be like speaking to the wind or the sea.
From what I understand, he literally walked the earth
feces.
before and you burnt down his fucking house, like...
Yes, when he was sentient, but he is no longer. He ascended further up into the sky.
Does that make them... Wait, gods lose sentience?
It depends on the god. There are gods that continue to be sentient long past the others, but if they ascend into the astral plane and become essences, then yes, they are no longer thinking. They are intention. They're like the wind or water, the waves.
I get that
the ones in the exiled pantheon have minds, although they are all cruel and terrible.
I see we've got the other god, Trinidad.
Yes.
Is there another god called Tobago?
I do not get this reference, Baz. I hear a glimmer of it in your mind, but that is all.
Look, I'm a little concerned you're shirking me here, but we'll let us march on, okay?
So be it.
Keep us in the know of if when we get to Grey Watch, if there's anyone that needs a hand with some building.
I can hear their call already, Baz. Although I know not what yet. When we get closer, I will get a better grasp.
Fantastic.
Okay, you go to travel. All right. You are walking through the plains. Off in the distance, no check required for this one, you see what looks to just be a magnificent stallion, just like wandering through this forested kind of light plains-like area. It looks to have this long black mane, completely midnight black all over it. Very strong Mustang. It rears up in the distance. It looks beautiful and majestic, and you see it kind of trouncing around about probably 300 yards away.
I've got some rope. Can I lasso it?
You could try and lasso it. Do you have animal handling proficiency or anything like that?
Nope.
Hunting? All right. That's a non-proficient wisdom check, though, so you can roll a wisdom at a -4 if you want to try to approach it without it running away and then lasso it, since you're not mounted.
Yeah, sure. Let's try that.
All right.
I got 120 feet of rope. I don't know if I added it. That's all.
That's good. I believe that was for the tower expedition.
That was, yes.
Yes. So why don't you give me your wisdom check? D20?
Yeah, D20, yeah.
Looking for at least a 21 or higher?
You got a 20, buddy.
A 20 plus your score of 12. My God. Seems like a 32 to me, if I'm not mistaken. You walk up to this majestic Mustang, this midnight black creature. It rears for but a moment as you get within like 100 yards of it, but then, you know, how do you charm this horse into coming closer to you, to approaching you? What do you do to get this Mustang not afraid?
Is it within reach, or?
It's 100 yards away.
It's 100 yards
What are you
away.
doing? Yeah, as you approach it, though? Because usually a wild horse would just run away, right? You're on foot, you wouldn't be able to catch it, but you are trying to, like, approach it in a way where it won't run. So what are you doing to do that, is what I'm asking. What does Baz do?
Baz watches a lot of a lot of what do you call it? Animal Planet. He's an avid watcher of Animal Planet, and he remembers seeing once he's trying to figure out whether he should raise his arms up like they do with the bear, and he's worried that's going to make him look tall to the horse, or he should creep low if that's going to make him look like a predator. So what he tries to do is keep his body wide and low of hostility, and come in towards it and let it know that it doesn't mean much harm. He's seen if what he saw on the TV works, but he's a bit worried that he's mixing up the animals.
So you like crock your neck and you go like, come here.
Yeah.
Okay, that thing people do with dogs all the time when they want them to approach. All right, you start to do that. The Mustang kind of ninnies for a moment and kind of begins to trot closer to you, kind of looking at your hand, looking kind of like it's hungry. You get within probably 20 feet after a period of time. And then when it gets within 5 feet, if you get your lasso around it, you're in range to try at least. See how that goes.
That's exactly what we do. We get the lasso into it, and we wrangle ourselves a Mustang.
So give me another d20. You have your Thaco of 1. I don't think you're proficient with your rope or lasso. So rope is a little different than lasso too, but you did it good on your animal handling check. So
we got an 18.
An 18 plus your Thaco is 19. Your to hit bonus, just for reference. So you do hit it. You lasso, kind of swing it around, throw it around the horse. You probably tighten. The horse starts to buck. Give me another one of those wisdom checks as you try to bring it in and kind of capture this horse. Let's see if you can.
It's a 6.
Plus a 12 is an 18. That is a failure because it's below 21. You get your lasso around the horse, but it begins to buck and kind of resist. We'll just have you go first in the initiative. What are you trying to do here as it kicks at you? It's definitely hostile at this point.
I trying to touch it with the hammer.
Give me another roll to hit. It's your d20.
4.
So it's a 5 with your plus to hit. That's a wide miss. You go to kind of just prod it with the hammer. You have a lasso in one hand, and it's kind of throwing off your balance as you kind of whinge backwards and don't get a hit on it because you're trying to avoid the kicks as well. Speaking of kicks, the horse will try to kick you. Let's see here. Just a single attack. With a 13 plus 1 would be 14. Let's look at your armor class. Berry Baz. Ooh, exactly hitting you at a 14. All right, you get hit by the horse. I don't have a D3, so I'll roll this in here. You take 1 point of damage as the horse kicks out and kind of kicks into your chest. And you can feel, not ribs crack, but they're definitely a little bit more bruised than before. As you take a horse hoof to the chest, it just thumps against you.
We try again with the hammer. We're trying to make a connection.
Okay, give me your roll to hit as you go in for another touch with your hammer.
13.
13 plus 1 is 14. Let's see. Oh, yep. That is enough. You take your hammer and prod the horse with it. You can instantly hear, I want you to leave. I am a Mustang of the Great Plains. Be gone.
Musty, mate. What's going on? Look.
What is happening?
The rope's a precaution. Okay, just wanted to come and have a chat. How is everything going today before I rocked up?
The great enslaver speaks to me.
Not looking to enslave, brother. Not looking to
you
enslave.
You put a rope around my neck like my kindred spirits trapped in these homes that you call barns. I know what you call them, mortal.
What's this? Mortal?
Yes.
You're a Mustang, aren't you?
Yes.
I didn't realize his horses were immortal.
We are not.
Why are you referring to me mortal? It seems like a bit of the
Is it
pot calling the
untrue?
kettle black. I mean, yeah, but like, I ain't going around calling everyone else fucking human, am I?
It works.
It
tracks.
I'm sure it works. Look, brother. I'm wondering what you're up. What's going on? What's your life like? How's things?
They were great until a human tried to enslave me by tricking me with treats that he did not have.
A human trying to trick you with treats he did not have.
Yes, you.
Me, I haven't promised any treats yet. What do you want about?
You held your hand out like you had snacks. That is a universal sign for snacks when you go like this. Did you not know that?
I just look
Ridiculous.
I just doing what I saw on TV. Okay, I just wanted to have a chat. You know, the rope's just there because I knew that. I just wanted to have a chat. I'll take the rope off now. Okay. Look.
You are an enslaver.
I'm not enslaving. The rope's off. Okay.
Your
rope's off.
people are an enslaving race. You enslave the bovine, the equestrians, wait, that's not right. The horses,
Yeah.
the sheep, the goats. You put them in your barns. You lock them up.
That's ain't. Look, I ain't
Evil
from.
creatures are you?
I ain't from here. Okay, I look a little bit different, don't I? I'm sure you've seen a few humans in your time. You're a wise, tall, powerful Mustang.
I have seen many slavers.
I'm sure you've noticed that they
It's
don't
fucked
look like me. It is fucked up, isn't it? And look like
Yeah.
me, right? Yeah.
They do look like you, yeah.
I look a bit different though, right?
He looks you up and down. You see the horse kind of. No, same.
Same. Okay, look. I just want to.
Slaves.
I'm not from here, right? I don't come from. In our time, the horses are all free, right? And I more or less agree with this. You know.
There is a telepathic link between the two of you, so give me a charisma check to lie very, very much that horses are free.
16.
That's plus a 16, so that's a wide pass at I believe a 32, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of 32s today. You lie to the horse. You come from a place where horses are free?
For the most part, yeah. There's
What's it? Describe it.
Pardon? Well, instead of horses, we have like kind of like metal horses. You know, the carts that they use to they have the horses pull here. Well, we thought, you know, horses have got it pretty rough, so we stuck what we called a motor on there, and it makes the cart move on its own.
This is not what I was asking for. What are the horses doing? I don't care about your people.
Oh, what are the horses doing?
Yes, how are they? What is the paradise like?
I mean, they live by themselves. They more or less like, you know, they're on their own. They chill. I've seen like some documentaries of like a bunch of them running around some fields. They look pretty stoked. You know?
What? We run around fields. We don't build great structures. We don't cast magic.
I
Left to our own devices.
I mean, I didn't think horses cast. Do you cast magic?
No, because the yoke of your man, the yoke you put on us as men, keep us down, keep us unevolved and weak and slippery.
I mean, it's been like what, maybe 100 years since we stopped with the horses thing. I don't know. I don't know how well read you are on Charles Darwin, but I'm pretty sure it takes a little bit longer than 100 years for horses to evolve to be able to use magic, I guess. Are you a Darwin fan?
Darwin?
Well, I mean, you seem to know about the concept of evolution.
I just know that you hold us back. I know not this word, evolution.
You specifically said it before.
I don't believe so.
Am I getting gaslit by a horse?
Or the horse is just very dumb.
Look,
doesn't remember what it said.
Look, you seem like a fucking young strapping lad, you know, fucking muscular. You kicked me real good before. I've got to shout out and respect, you know. You can see that I can take a bit of a punch, and I can see that you can fucking give a bit of a punch, okay? You know, I am looking for some company on this adventure because so far, you know, I just want someone to come hang out. I'm a lonely man, and I was wondering if you want to come and see the world. There's potential snacks in there for you. You know, I'll make sure that you're kept up, well fed, and make sure that I'll protect you from other enslavers. You know, you mentioned there were enslavers around. You know, I'll make sure there is no yoke around your neck.
So you won't try to ride me.
It'd be cool if we like hung out, if that would be okay. But
you want to lay upon my back? Let me lay upon yours.
I mean, if I could, do you want to try?
You want me to ride you?
If you're the one who wanted to ride, you know, I can see if I can carry you.
I've never seen a horse ride a human.
It was your idea, mate.
I thought the song went "Save a horse, ride a cowboy," not "Save a horse." Wait, no. Save a cowboy, ride a horse? Wait, no. I guess you are riding a cowboy in this instance. Strange.
Do you have like horse radio? How do you know music?
Huh? What do you mean music?
You said before, how does a song go?
Yeah, song.
What do you think a song is?
Story.
Oh, okay.
Yes. The story goes, save a horse, ride a human. Yeah.
Okay.
The goblins sing.
Look, here's the deal. We hung out. You know, you come for a walk. We mutually help each other out. I feel like it's a pretty good deal, right? We get to hang out. It'd be sick. You could meet other horse lasses from distant lands. I've seen cowgirls. You know, maybe there'll be horse girls.
Help each other out?
Yeah.
He looks kind of gross. You see the horse. You've never seen a horse look grossed out, but he kind of looks grossed out. He's like, "What do you mean?"
Like, you know, like you're a bit of a fucking you're a strong fucking punch on horse, you know? We tackle the world together. You know, I protect you from other humans. You hang around, no fucking yoke.
But, yes. Mm-hmm. But will you try to ride me or put things on my back?
I mean, if you want, like, it'd be cool if you could, you know.
It's not cool. How would you feel?
Hun?
How would you feel if I did that to you?
It would depend on the circumstance, you know. If you needed some stuff carried, and
Here's the deal. I get to ride you till we get to wherever you're going. And then I will travel with you.
I'll try my best.
The horse will get behind you and put his hooves over your back.
I'm gonna lift the horse up.
He's still touching the ground. Give me a strength check, and dear God,
it's a 4.
You are immediately crushed by this horse. I'm gonna roll another 3d3 as the horse gets on your back. You fall almost immediately. Its hoof hits the back of your head, and you feel a crack as you sink into the ground, taking another 2 points of damage from its hoof. Your hammer probably falls away from it for but a moment, and yeah.
I guess I pick the hammer back up again and try and lift the horse again, I guess.
Okay, give me another strength check, but same repercussions.
Wait, how much health have I got left?
You have, I believe, 10 HP. So you've taken 3, so
okay,
7.
Sick, easy. We try again. It's a 3.
Okay, you lift and the horse ninnies and you feel it stomp right on your head. As you were this is going to be a DC 25 or higher at this point. Another 2 damage, you're at 5 HP.
Okay, look, it's pretty clear at this point. I'm trying my best, alright? I'm just not as much of a strapping lad as you are, okay? It's very clear that I am in need of your help. And you know, like I
Tight.
mentioned before, there is some there would be benefits in traveling together, okay?
You touch the hammer to him. You said I would be able to ride you to our destination.
I'm trying hard, buddy, okay? I'm gonna be like I said, you're a ton of muscle, and I respect that, and I clearly overestimated my own abilities.
Yes, many white men do.
Didn't realize I had a woke horse. So it's very clear that I'm in desperate need of your help, and I can absolutely guarantee you that there will be food and horse lasses and good adventure to be had along the way.
You are an inadequate steed. You fail to meet the expectations required of you.
But you are a much more than adequate steed.
I know that. But why would I travel with a weakling such as you?
Because, like I said, I can.
Still on top of you right now.
Huh?
Still on top of you.
Look, like I mentioned, you've got the humans aren't known for their incredible strength. They're known for their use of tools, right? So while I might not be physically powerful in terms of how well I can lift a 2-ton horse, right? Other humans are sure to come, bewitched by your muscular, powerful body and wanting to do significantly bad things with you. Whereas, we could just hang out and we could get some food along the way and have a cool journey and, help each other out.
Bro, I'm going to be real honest with you. All right? I will travel with you. We'll be homies. But you're not putting anything on my back. You're not riding me. Until you are able to take me for 40 miles on your back.
40 miles. You know what?
Yes.
I
can travel 120 in a day, roughly.
I'll take you up on that. Let's do it. Let's go.
So be it. And the horse will travel alongside you.
What's your name by chance, my brother? Do you have one?
A name?
Do you have a name, or are you do the other horses just refer to you as some exterior pronoun?
I did not have the ability to communicate until you telepathically linked with me.
You didn't even communicate with other horses?
No, we are incredibly stupid creatures.
I don't think you're incredibly stupid. I think you seem like a smart horse.
Well, there seem to be certain books that indicate our intelligence score is not very high.
Well, those books are all wrong. I can assure you, sir. Would you like a name?
I will choose a name.
You will choose a name. That is some Chad horse energy.
That's it. I am Chad. Horse energy. There we go. I have a name.
Can we just keep it Chad for short?
No, I am Chad Horse Energy.
Okay. Chad Horse Energy. Let us continue on our adventure, Chad Horse Energy.
Okay, that's written down now, so that's legit. All right. You begin to travel again.
Along our pathway, I try to communicate to Chad that I can't talk to Chad Horse Energy without the hammer. Which I'm sure he already understands, and that as such we'll work together for certain signals that we can make to one another, that when I speak them in English when I'm talking to you, we understand that we are making those signals, things like whistles, hand signs, etc.
I don't really get it, but I'll try.
Okay. Why do I feel like this is going to be very unreliable?
There are certain proficiencies that involve training animals, and I don't think you have any of them, so...
I'm literally talking to a fucking horse via telepathy. I feel like those proficiencies aren't necessarily relevant when you have a telepathic link with an animal, and you can directly describe what you're going to do.
I would very much ask yourself, in this instance, how bright is the horse? And how much will he remember out of what you tell him?
I'm gonna guess he has an intelligence score of 2.
1. Yeah. So you travel. You're not going to make it to Grey Watch tonight. You would if you were on a horse. But it will turn dark as you get right about here on our map. And Chad Horse Energy, if you touch him with the hammer, will go, "It is dark. We must stop."
Let us stop then.
Can you build a fire?
I'm surprised you know what a fire is, but yes, I can build a fire.
I have seen your settlements with great fires.
You speak very well for someone. You speak
this
very
hammer
well.
is doing a lot of the work. If you take it away, it's very different.
I'm surprised that you can remember what a fire looks like in a human settlement, understand what a settlement is, but don't understand that when I whistle, I'm going to need you.
Again, the hammer does a lot of the work. If I have the hammer touched to me, I don't understand what the whistle means.
That's what we were...
Yes, but if you take away the hammer, I am different. I am no longer Chat Horse Energy.
You saw the settlements before I touched you with the hammer. This is...
Yes, you've given me memory.
I give you memory every time I touch you with the hammer.
Yes.
Is this hammer boosting intelligence scores? Barnibus, are you an intelligence boosting item?
It's more complicated than that. It's more like I enable creatures that did not have sentience to have it. And so when you remove the hammer, the creature is no longer sentient. The hammer will speak to you telepathically.
Wait, that really confuses me now. If you think that... I'm sorry, Barney, but if you think that animals aren't sentient, and you're describing to me that gods aren't sentient, then I'm going to be really questioning your definition of sentience, brother.
When I say sentient, I mean it doesn't know what it is. It doesn't have memory, things like that. It doesn't have a higher level of capacity.
It clearly has memory. You're accessing something. You're not creating something, right?
I create those spaces where they weren't before, and it remembers.
Yeah, so it remembered the thing that happened before, right?
Yes.
So
look, it's magic. This isn't science fiction. Don't read too much into it.
All right. We're setting up camp.
You set up camp for the night. Chad Horse and I can't believe I named a horse Chad Horse Energy. Will tell you that he'll take first watch, but he'll probably forget after you stop touching him with the hammer. He asks you to attach the hammer to him for his watch.
Okay. I touch the hammer to him, and I tie the hammer to my hand with rope so that when I roll around in the night, he is still connected to me.
You're not tying it to the horse?
Wait, the horse has to have... True, because the horse needs the intelligence.
Yeah.
Yes, I tie the hammer to the horse.
Okay, you tie it to the horse. Do you still tie yourself to the horse? The horse will protest if you tie yourself to it with the hammer.
No, I think we're good.
Oh, you try this. Okay. Let's see if anything happens. Okay, during the night you'll hear a...
What do I hear?
You'll hear nynnying, the horse. It goes and wakes you up, essentially.
I'm up, what's happening?
Ugh. See that? Off in the distance.
What's off in the distance?
Darkness. You are human.
That's a fair cop. What do you see? Chad Horse Energy.
Oh. It's quite the creature.
What do you mean by...
green. It has a, weird serrated blade, and there's like 3 of them.
Alright, look. Chad Horse Energy, I'm gonna need my hammer, so let us retreat back to the fire. We'll keep you close. Alright? Don't fucking go anywhere, but I know you can forget this as soon as I take the hammer off.
Okay.
So just... I don't know if you're gonna remember this, but fucking kick those cunty... If those things fight, kick the cunty things, okay? We're gonna try and talk it down. So we back up. Yep, we back up to the fire, and then I take the hammer off Chad Horse Energy, and wait for the encroaching approachment, I guess.
Okay.
Maybe shout out to him, say, "G'day, fellas. What's the fucking problem?"
Out of the darkness, getting pretty close to the fire, probably 30 feet where you can actually visually see them, you'll see 3 green-shaped humanoids appear. They're standing around like 6 feet tall each, with varying inches, give or take, and they look like they have large tusks hanging out of their mouth. Their jaws are slacked down. They have hunches to their back, but they are still very tall, even with those hunches. And each of them carries this large, serrated, maybe scimitar in their hands.
By the way, did I have a chance to get a rest in? Am I back to health? Or am I? Don't tell me I'm at 5 HP.
You're at 5 HP.
All right.
You have your healing ability still.
Yeah, I'm going to heal up real quick while they're approaching.
Do you use all 4 points?
I guess I have to.
Okay. You're at 9.
All right.
The 3 creatures look at you and go, "Hello."
G'day, fellas. What seems to be the problem?
The biggest one in the middle with its serrated blade points at you and goes, "Well, there's no problem here."
You fucking pointing swords, cunt. There's something going on.
There is. Oops. Didn't see that. You didn't see that. You saw my video bolt for a second, that's all. But yes. There are many things going on.
What?
One of which is you.
What do you mean? No need to be fucking cryptic, okay? Just talk. What's up?
Ooh, what's up?
Yeah, what's up? What do you fellas want?
We want your stuff.
Why do you want my stuff? I don't have much stuff.
That's fine. Anything you got that'll make us go away?
What do you mean by anything you got that'll make us go away?
We'll take the horse.
The horse ain't mine to take. He's just a fucking bloke, you know? He has his own will. Not mine. He's not tied down, see?
You have a liberated horse.
Yeah.
A small chuckle begins to arise from the 3 orcs.
Look, why? What's going on? Why you robbing people? Surely this isn't what you want to do, right?
We're taking from the weak and giving to the strong, as society should work.
Why should society work like that, Mr. Orc? I mean, Mr. What's your name, by the way? What are your names?
I am Dags.
Dags.
He is Rotbottom.
Dags Rotbottom.
And this is Blade Wind.
That's a fucking cool name, Blade Wind. I'm gonna be real with you. You know?
Blade Wind smiles.
Dags.
Cracks his hands.
Blade Wind.
Rotbottom.
And Rotbottom. Okay.
One is not like the other.
Well, yeah. Hey, just out of curiosity, do you guys like name yourselves, or do your parents name you, or?
Parents name us. And he had a stinky ass, and he points to Rotbottom.
I was gonna say that's a bit. Are you doing all right, buddy? Are your parents? How they doing?
Rotbottom will give a big chuckle.
That doesn't really answer my question, but yeah, look.
He doesn't speak.
He doesn't. I feel like there's some trauma
going
on
his tongue
there.
half cut out, so he has trouble talking.
Was it by his parents?
No. Why would? What kind of world do you live in?
I don't fucking know.
His parents would mutilate him. What is wrong with you?
His parents fucking
How
mutilated
would
him
you
with
even
their
ask
name.
that? If it did happen, do you think bringing up that trauma would be okay?
He got his fucking tongue cut out.
Man, you're ruthless. Respect on it, but like, come on. Chill out. Jeez. Anyway.
So is this like a strong and weak thing? You're not, society, injustice, all that business? You all are just taken because you can take?
We take because we do. And we do as we take.
What do you mean because you do? Do you not have some like higher thought? What do you want to do with your life? Do you just want to take all the time?
Oh yeah, I want to have a lot of stuff.
Why do you want a lot of stuff?
Nice hut. Beautiful woman. Well, that's the thing. Or man. He looks at Bladewind. You see, mating in our society is much different. In order to get a good bride, you need many things. Or husband. Groom? Groom. That's what I was looking for. And so, we need your things. Simple as that, really.
Do you have things already?
Don't have that. And he points to the horse. Or that. And he points to the very nice sledgehammer. Could use one or the other.
Do you have things already?
I have a hut.
Do you have things other than a hut? And a goat? You have a goat.
Bladewind has nothing. Bladewind sleeps on the streets.
Ooh, sorry, buddy. If you Dags, all right? You seem like the big man around here, am I right?
I am.
You am? You am? Okay, sick. Right. Look, do you feel like this is the most productive use of your time, Dags?
Feels alright.
Feels alright. Have you thought about using your time a little bit differently to get more stuff that isn't so risky?
What do you mean? You got a better deal?
So it's not so much a better deal, just a better idea, you know? It feels like this highway robbing stuff. This is a pretty inefficient use of time, you know? How long do you guys live for? I ain't from here, you know?
We call it raiding, but live about an hour away.
No, I mean, like, how long do you... you're not like me, right? We don't look the same, I'm guessing. Do you live about as long as I do? No? How long do you live for?
60-odd years.
60-odd years. So we live about the same amount of time, right? Do you know many orcs?
Longer, but...
Do you know many other blokes that look like you that own castles and run kingdoms?
That own castles and run kingdoms.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Big Chief.
Big Chief just has like a big hut, right?
Longhouse.
So this is like a slightly
many brides.
A longhouse has many brides.
Yes.
But the person with the most stuff is the one who has the most brides, right?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes. So what if you got more stuff than him?
Well, then I'd be Big Chief.
Then you'd be Big Chief, right?
Yes, that's why I take your stuff. It makes sense, right?
How about instead of taking my stuff, right? Which seems like I got a horse that's literally going to run away. There's nothing holding it down, right? I don't know if you can run faster than a horse. I can't. But you're not catching the horse and this sledgehammer? That's not that much. It's not worth much, right?
With arrows.
Shoot the horse with arrows, then what are you going to do? Yeah. That's going to lose its resale value? Yeah?
Didn't have a nice blanket. Horse hide makes good sturdy blanket.
Horsehide makes good sturdy blanket.
Okay.
Yes. You're just gonna do all this for a blanket? That seems like a waste of a night. There's even like a big risk factor involved, right? Because if we do that, we're probably gonna have to fight, and you might get hurt, or I might get hurt, or someone might die. You know, it doesn't seem like a really great productive use of your time, does it?
A winter blanket is worth 5 silver.
5 silver? I mean, 5 silver's it's okay, right?
Again, Bladewind doesn't have a house.
Bladewind doesn't have a house. He could have a house.
He has to take what he can get. Shit's tough, man. These streets are hard.
Wait, you guys said you live like an hour away from here?
Yeah.
I'll cut you a deal, right? What if you had a joint bigger than the chief? The longhouse.
How would I get to such a thing?
What if we worked on a longhouse together? Instead of you taking my stuff, we work together.
Build longhouse?
Yeah.
But that would be disrespectful to Chief. Big Chief would kill.
Why would that be disrespectful to Chief? You have more stuff. Isn't it just the one with the more stuff?
He'd come take it.
Pardon?
He'd come take it.
Why would he come take it? It's not his stuff.
Big Chief.
Is Big Chief? Are you bigger than Big Chief?
No.
Do you need to be bigger than Big Chief
Big
to?
Chief.
Do you need to
Not
be
just
bigger than?
big.
Pardon?
Big Chief, not just big.
Not just big.
No. Magic armor.
Magic armor.
Big Chief.
Do you have to be in the same area as Big Chief?
That's where everyone is. No family, no friends. Want to be hermit? Ugh.
What if you had? What if
Rather
you had?
be like Bladewind.
Rather be like Bladewind.
Sleep on streets than hermit.
What if you had nicer things than the other group?
Nicer
And they
thing.
they came to you.
I'd like that.
You'd like that? Do you
Yes.
think- Would the big chief had stayed his longhouse though, right? 'Cause
He's what?
If you were to build somewhere else, the big chief would stay in his longhouse too, right?
Would stay in his longhouse?
Yeah, he doesn't want to lose his longhouse, does he?
But again, how would we get people to...
You just have nicer things. You have a nicer house. It's warmer.
To build big house for many orcs?
Yeah,
Orc mansion.
orc mansion.
You're gonna build me an orc mansion.
Hell yeah! Let's build an orc mansion.
He
We'll
looks
make
around.
we'll make a new walk. We'll
Rock
make a new
bottom
walk
and-
areas.
Bladewind.
Bladewind, you could have a house, buddy.
I could have a house?
You could have a house.
One moment. They all discuss in private for a second. Give me a charisma check.
Oh come on.
Plus 16, so it's hard for you to fail.
11.
That is a pass at 27. It's a greater success. Pass 25. They look back at you. You build this mansion.
Yep.
All right. Come on.
All right. Where do we want to build a mansion? What's good? What's nearby?
Orc stronghold. Town.
Town?
It's nearby.
It's nearby.
Village.
Wait, is it an orc village?
That's
Or is
what
it
we
like a
call
human?
it.
Is it like a human village? I thought we were building. Do we not want to build away from the chieftain?
But then we'd be hermits. Why would we want mansion alone?
You want it far enough away that because if you build the mansion like you said before, right? Big chief's just
Yes, you
gonna come
take
and
care
take
of
it.
chieftain. Yes.
Yeah. Right.
Chieftain, you take care of it. Yes. Got it.
Wait, what?
Yes.
What's happening with the chieftain?
You take care of him.
I don't look. I ain't looking to fight no chieftain. I ain't a fighter. Okay, I'm a lover. I'm looking to spread the love here. You know.
He points to Bladewind, curiously.
No, look. Let's establish our own
Let's see
little.
if Bladewind looks at you. Hold on. Bladewind gives you a wink.
Not like, buddy, Bladewind. Okay, I appreciate it. Not like that, mate. You know, I got a missus myself. The idea, if do we what? Look, is strength the only thing you need? Is strength the only thing in this world that matters, or is it? Is there something else?
Strength. Ooh, shamans sometimes take over.
Shaman takes
Magic.
over.
Scary magic.
All right.
Could make scare people with magic, yes.
Okay, look. What I'm gonna say is we'll build a little bit further away, and what I'm gonna do is, are we near any human settlements, or are you guys near any human settlements?
Don't want to go with humans.
Don't want to go with humans, but look, what I'm gonna tell you is that maybe Raiden ain't the best way to get the most stuff, right? Raiden, you have stuff
all
and
we
then you
can
lose
do.
stuff. No, it's not. You're smart fellas, aren't you?
Yes.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna trade. We're gonna make money.
How are we to... What possessions are we trading? Trading? Sounds
It's like
What?
raiding. It's like raiding, but it's it's done to a T.
They look at each other. We are not traders. We would not be welcomed in towns.
Why not?
Humans.
Humans will trade with whoever has money.
No.
No?
Humans trade with humans and sometimes dwarves and elves, but never orc.
Why not orc?
Sometimes trade with half orc, but Lenny's
Exactly.
gone.
Exactly. Right? They'll trade. They'll trade if there's things to trade.
With half orc, not orc.
Why not orc?
Or kill them many times.
Well, then we don't kill them. We trade.
You wish to make peace with human.
It's not so much it's not making peace. It's making money.
Show plan?
Yep, let's do it. Okay, so here's the plan, right? I'm going to set you all up with your orc mansion and a couple of trade goods. We're going to make some shit, right? I'm going to teach us how to make some shit, and then we're going to trade. And you're not going to become an orc. You're not just going to become an orc village, right? You're going to become an orc empire, an orc trade empire.
Okay, this is our session now. Oh, God. I love it, though. I love when you're... the best laid plans go to orc trade empires. All right. They look at you. They go, lead way. Show plan.
All right.
Yes.
So Barnibus, where's the nearest human villages? We got Titus's.
The hammer go.
We got Titus's hearth in the west, right?
There are many small hamlets and villages between the two. Those are just the major settlements.
All right. We're going to settle up in between Grey Watch and Titus's Hearth. We are going to become the new trade route, the portal to the rest of the West.
If I may, Baz.
Mm-hmm.
To the south lies the Golden Steppe.
Yeah.
If you put a town, a small village, it will be prone to attacks from horse lords of the south.
Can these fellas handle
There
themselves
are
or no?
villages out here, but generally they get raided. Can the orcs? There's enough of them, I'm sure you could defend such a place, but these are but 3, and they appear to be, how do I say, the whipping boys.
The whipping boys.
Of their organization, yes. The secretaries?
What about if we set up here? We're on the we're off the plains in the more forested area. We're it should be away from
Where?
the horse lords, right?
Where did you ping?
Where you are right now. Where we are right now. That's on like the foresty stuff, right?
They do incursions, but it'd be somewhat safer, I suppose.
Right.
Sure, there's villages already around here if you want to find one.
Well, we're not. I mean, like, you know, we just want to make sure that we've got trade partners. So if we know that there's stuff nearby, right? We can set up here, get these guys set up, and then start yoinking other orcs so they become, you know, a stronger town and set up their defense as well. We should be good, right?
In theory,
Okay.
there's also nobility concerns. This land is not unowned technically everywhere.
Is
The
there-
Indarian lords always claim providence over this and that, even if they don't have people there.
Wait, where are the Indarians?
You're in the Indarian plains.
Is that including like all around us?
Yes. There are local lords, small lordlings, not even barons, who claim prospect over certain land. Greywatch is not, there are no nobility in Greywatch, but they are a military organization.
Look, I'm sure we should be right, all right? As long as we set up well. Wait, how the fuck did Titus Hearth? Are they like owned by Indarians or what's the go there?
It has a baroness who is an Indarian. That is her cultural and ethnic group.
How the fuck did fucking Titus set up there then?
There was nothing there in the years he came.
Okay, Stick, so we should be right to set up. He just set up, right? Or have Indarians been here since then?
He was a 6th level cleric. You don't know that. not a second level paladin.
Look,
Also multi-class as a fighter.
we'll be right. Okay? They ain't... As long as we fucking hook them up and they pay tax, they should be right?
In theory, we'll see what trouble we get into.
Alright, that's what we're doing. We're setting up. Alright, what resources have we got around here? We got wood, we got trees, right? And we got how's stone looking?
There's not a lot of stone. There's mostly just wood when you look around. Plenty of light trees to chop up and make into a building, but not a lot of what you're looking for. You also don't have nails or any other materials.
You don't need nails. Nails are for cowards who don't know how to do proper joints. Okay?
You also don't have joints.
You make joints out of wood. You flush,
you're
you
going
flush
to
joints.
That'll take longer, but I supposedly.
Look. Fucking Dag's blade with rot bottom, right? Let's go for a fucking wander. We're gonna need wood, and we're gonna need to start building. Okay.
You will wander. What are you looking for in terms of a settlement?
Yeah, sure. So we're looking to start our own, right? From the bottom. Now we're here. So we're looking for like wood resources to start building. So I'm trying to spy out some really good trees with some good grooves, like nice and strong. You know.
Yeah, you can find plenty of wood resources. Are you looking for any terrain specific here? Are you looking for like a place with a brook, a small stream? Are you looking for a place that you can find minerals? Like, what is the...
So the area isn't very mountainous, is it, where we are right now?
It's not very mountainous. No.
And is there many water inlets or nah?
There's plenty of small brooks and streams. There's not a lot of major rivers here. The major rivers are drawn out, but those are rough rivers generally, like kind of like the Mississippi.
Yeah. Okay.
Small rivers exist, but not that big.
Okay, yeah, sure. So we probably want to have an area that's like it's got water available nearby, obviously. Minerals would be nice, but it's like one of those things that like it's not very mountainous, so you'd have to probably dig down if you're looking for any of that sort of stuff. I'm gonna guess, or is this like a natural feature of the land, or?
What I'm gonna ask you for, since you don't have any relevant proficiency, is just a D20. See how lucky you get with an area.
17.
It's far above average. You're looking around, and you will eventually come across this small grove. And you look around this grove, and you're like, there's nice trees, some old wood. That'd be well for buildings, strong, sturdy materials. You look further around, and you see a small kind of river that's producing from somewhere, probably the mountains, that it eventually streams down this direction. You're about in this tile right here as you're doing it. And you will also see, as you kind of pick at the ground, what looks to be maybe signs of rare earth minerals and things of that nature, but you'd have to be a proficient miner to really know how much that could be.
Do you, boys, lads, do you all have any relevant skills here? Or are you all just have you just lived your life fighting?
Good with sword, can ride horses. Good with animals, good with goats.
Good with animals, good with goats. Okay, I'm glad to know. None of you all have done any proficiency stuff before? No jobs, no nothing?
Goats.
Just goats.
Horses.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Right.
We are herdmen.
All right. All right, cool. That's what I love to hear. Right? So now we know what we're gonna have to start setting up too. So we got to start chopping down these trees around here, collecting wood. We're going to set up where we are now. You know, we got water, we got resources. So what I'm going to say is let's get enough wood to start building this orc mansion.
Okay, you start chopping wood. Let's start with your first carpentry check. Let me see what stat that's associated with real quick. You can roll your d20 either way, but
Got an 11.
Strength, so that's plus 16. Alrighty, so you get to work chopping trees. It's a 27. That's a greater success. You find some nice old growth trees and you start getting to work. I now need to see how your orcs do. Woo, my god. Okay. An 18 plus his strength, a 15 plus his strength, and a natural 1 plus his strength. So narratively, here's what happened. Almost immediately, you see Dags and Rotbottom go to work with you. They start chopping down their own various trees. They get a good day's work in here. But every once in a while, Baz, you'll look over your shoulder, and Bladewind isn't working. You see him looking you up and down. He's kind of eyeing you up instead of working. You see he's been working on the same tree for hours. He's like, thump, thump. He's very clearly capable. He's got giant bulging muscles, but he's just thump, 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 staring at you, kind of like. You'll look over your shoulder. He'll give you a nod. Leave that if you want. Just narratively, I need a reason for why a strong orc isn't doing well.
Fair cop. Radio.
And that fit perfectly because he was third on my list of names, and that the natural 1 was third. So
All right.
Good day.
So I guess we're collecting all the wood. Do we want it, boys? Do we want to have separate housing? How do we want to set this? How do you guys want to set this this area up? You know, this is where you're going to be living. We can have like probably, you know, a raid house where all the strongest orcs, you know, obviously including yourselves, live. You could have like a bunch of different little smaller homes on your own with one larger home in the middle. We're gonna have to make like
mansion.
A town. Pardon? Mansion? You just want the one mansion? You're all happy living in the same house?
They look at each other. We sleep. One of us sleeps on the streets, yet we're okay with the same house, yes.
You're okay with the same house? Okay, sick. It looks like we're doing a one fucking mansion, you know? How do you feeling with the wood? You're chopping the, you know, it's not hard, the work's fine?
Bottom and Dags nod, and you see also Bladewind nod, but slower, looking at you.
Okay, cool. This is how we're gonna make our cash, right? All right, I'm gonna teach you how when we make this, mansion. I want you all to pay attention because I'm gonna teach you all how to make the joints and how to do these things, and you're gonna be able to sell those pieces as joints to the local tradesmen and the wood itself.
Okay.
Right.
They will nod.
All right. Cool. So we're gonna start getting to work on the mansion, I guess.
Okay, this will be the next day. Start rolling stuff. All right, you can start getting to work. But as that day starts, they go, breakfast?
Fucking...
They look at you expectingly.
We're gonna have to go hunting for that.
Hunting.
You'll hunt, right?
Ooh.
How do y'all get your food?
We are herdmen. We've said this before.
What are you herding and how?
Goats.
Are you all just living off goats?
We provide goats for Tribe. Tribe provides us with other things. Tribe is not here, though. You said settle in between Titus Hearth and Greywatch. Tribe is northward.
I mean...
Towards Eglet.
How far away is your tribe?
2 hours now. Used to be 1, but we moved.
I mean... Fucking... Alright. We're gonna have to hunt for food in the today, I guess, and we'll have to start getting together herdsman shit soon. Okay. All right.
We all hunt.
We all hunt. So what we're doing is we're chasing smaller animals. You guys said you were good with the bow, right?
They look to Rotbottom. Rotbottom uses bow, but does not have it.
You said you were gonna shoot the horse.
We said theoretically.
What do you mean theoretically?
Look, we were threatening. We talk a big game, okay?
Talk a big game. Okay, look.
Yes.
We're gonna use some of the wood that we got to set up some bows and arrows and make the string out of...
You don't have a Boyer or Fletcher either.
Pardon? I'm a
You
carpenter.
don't have a Boyer or Fletcher. That's not Boyer. That's a separate skill in the book.
Is it actually?
Yes.
Fuck
Boyer is a skill, and it is... You can try and makeshift some arrows.
That's all good. We make spears.
Weaponsmithing is also a proficiency, so metal is the issue there. Are you making just wooden spears? You can do that. But they're crappy. Little D4 spears.
Pardon?
They're little D4 crappy spears. If they're just wooden.
They're for
with no
throwing,
metal.
right?
You could throw them. They're just going to be wooden spears, though. There's no metal tip, so...
Carpentry and Fletcher and bow making a fully connected, yeah.
You're starting to think of the logistics of building a small town, probably.
Fuck. Let's, Can any of you, is throwing a proficiency into it? I can't remember.
They have proficiency in spear. They are able to use spears.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we're gonna have to start with a couple of wooden spears
Okay.
for throwing.
Give me another carpentry check to see how many spears and how well you make them out of your wood supply.
12.
Okay, 12 plus your 16. It's okay. Okay, it's 20. Yeah, it's greater than success. You can make about 10 of these wooden spears, decently crafted, but they're still wooden spears at the end of the day. Are the orcs going to go hunt while you work on the building?
I mean, we're gonna have to probably go out and do shit because they ain't hunted before, right?
They've tried to hunt, but they're not proficient hunters. They're not like the huntsmen of their group. They say 2 of them can use spears pretty well. Rotbottom isn't that good with a spear. He could stay here with you and work on the houses while they go hunt, or
Yeah, I guess that's what we're gonna have to do. I guess. Yeah.
Okay. They will go hunt. They come back with 2 small rabbits. Apparently, Bladewind was the only one who caught anything. And so that's not great eating, but it'll sustain you guys. You have your own set of rations for at least a week.
Yeah.
So we'll start ticking that down. 6 days left of that.
How far away are we from Titus's house, by the way?
Oh, you're roughly half a day.
Half a day?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell the orcs to chill here, work on gathering wood and hunting, and I'm gonna go and trade with Titus's hearth, and I'll be back soon.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna get the horse to come with me. I don't trust him with the fucking horse.
Okay. You will take
Chad horse energy.
Chad horse energy.
And we're
Yes.
gonna go to Titus's hearth.
Okay. Do you speak to Chad horse energy again, or no?
Yeah,
Do you
sure.
put the hammer on?
Yeah, touch Chad horse energy. I'm like, hey, bud, is this all?
These creatures, they smell terrible.
Yeah, they do, but you know, we're setting them up to be earnest, you know, give them a good living.
Crazy.
Well, I mean, like, you know, I think everyone's deserving of, you know, a good life. You know, we want to get them out of the fucking, what we call it, a debt trap, right? We don't want that to happen. So we go on to Titus's hearth and we ask if there's like, we're looking for things like stone, building supplies, nails, food.
Yeah. How much of this are you looking to buy?
I'm gonna go to the tavern first. I'm gonna ask how are they doing for ale supplies.
Don't you have a cask of endless ale?
I do.
Why do you need more ale?
I don't need more ale.
Oh, you're trying to sell it. They'll look at you, fine and dandy. Why?
All good. All good. All good. Just, look. If you're in need of ale, where, there may be a way to get it in the very near future. How much are you paying for your ale right now?
Per the gallon, a silver piece. We make another silver piece in profit. Generally, it takes to produce.
How much is like a silver piece worth in copper?
100 copper is 1 gold, so 50 copper is 1 silver piece, I believe.
50 copper.
Conversion.
Okay, cool. What if you're able to get it for 40 copper?
So less than a silver piece?
Less than a silver piece.
That would be preferable if it stays fresh and hearty and gets drunk, tastes good.
If I can set this up for you, would you be willing to buy some of our ale at 40 copper pieces?
I would purchase some ale, yes.
You'd purchase some ale, yes? Okay. Look, I have to set up shop. I'll have a representative contact you sometime in the near future, and we'll be able to set you up with 40 copper piece ale.
Okay.
All right. I will be back in contact soon. So I go and get supplies, building supplies, food. What am I getting?
Food-wise, how much food are you buying? Are you buying... How long do you want to feed 4 of you? Daily rations are pretty expensive because they won't expire if you're looking for dry rations. They're 10 gold per week. So at,
What about live
4
animals?
orcs, 1 week is 280 gold. Is that right? No. Just per week. Yeah, it's just 40. It's 40 gold per week.
40 gold
Live
per week.
animals?
Yeah.
You can buy live animals, yeah. You could buy like an ox for 3 gold, a horse for 5. You could sorry, those are yokes. Excuse me. Wait, hold on. Let me get to the right section. Yeah, like a pig would be 3 gold. Rams would be 4 gold. Sheep 2. Goats would be 1 gold piece. Cows are 10 gold. What were you looking for in the animals section here?
Wait, how the fuck are the orcs? They're not just herding animals, right? Are they living off... Pardon?
Goat cheese. They trade with their other people, though, in their settlement, is what they told you.
So they trade with their other people in their settlement? And then what, they trade their goat cheese or something for food?
Yeah, their goat cheese, their goat meat if they slaughter a goat, etc.
How many goats did they say they had?
They didn't tell you, and you didn't ask.
That's true.
So...
So we get building. How much would building supplies cost us for things like a couple of things like support, like some nails, stuff like that, just to make the job a bit easier?
If you're not sourcing the wood and you're just looking for metal bits, we'll call it for a mansion-sized house, probably 100 gold for all the metal supplies you need.
100 gold.
It's a lot of metal if you're building a mansion. A house, I like 5, 10. Somewhere between.
How much bigger are mansions than houses?
A mansion?
Than a house, yeah.
Lots bigger, and there's room, so you're building hinges for doors, that kind of stuff.
Fucking have 5 to 10 young. That's gonna take ages to do, though. We got a year. Just trying to think. Because I've got like... Fuck, how much gold do I have? I think I forgot to add my gold on from the last thing. Because I know I just didn't write anything in my thing from the last time.
Oops. Oh, I do not have it written. The Cleric of Chaos gave you 10 something.
Oh, yeah.
Gold, if I'm calling, and the do not remember how much Victus paid you off the top of my head.
I have to double check what Victus paid us. What was I gonna say?
I'll give you a second to think. I'm gonna take a short break and go get a water.
Yeah.
That's cool. Think about your plans, though.
How are we doing? How are we gonna do this? Because now I'm a bit fucking stuck. Because we need a food source that's somewhat renewable, that isn't going to take too long to mature. So we could probably get a couple of cows and live off of like milk and shit and hunting. We get probably a bow, right? So let's have a look. We need probably like, we go over here. So we need a bow and arrows. For the hunters, for the one guy who hunts. No trade location matures in under a year. That's true. Because we're gonna need like a year's worth of supplies. God damn, this is actually expensive. Yeah, just dedicate the fucking bow guy just to get really good at fucking hunting, right? Because we got three people who can hunt. The orcs can also trade with the other orc settlements, right? So we need something to be able to give them. But get the guy like good territory growth is important and pigs deal in trash. What do you mean by pigs deal in trash? Because they need to be able to. Because like for the 4 of us, that's not too bad. If we can get like 1 or 2 hunters out, that should be right. Probably get them better hunting supplies though. So like one of them used a bow and arrow, one of them. The other ones can throw fine, so we can just keep using those cheap spears. Pigs eat waste from a settlement's growth. That hunters comes to sing. Ah, true. Yeah, cows. So cows are probably the way to go. How many cows do you reckon we need? We got 4 of them, so like 2 cows. But that's fucking expensive. That's like 10 gold. We get a cow. For now. Okay. 3 cows and a bull if possible. Yeah, that'll probably be an eventual thing because we need to make money. We need to get money going to get the settlement going, you know? We need a cart. I'm gonna have to fucking haul this cart, aren't I? The horse ain't gonna do it. So, the bow and arrows, the cow, the cart. And we can't get a horse to pull the cart because the other horse will be like, why are you enslaving horses? I know Dirty. No, he's going to pull on me. So, we've got a cart. I'll have to pull the fucking cart. So we can't put too much on it. We'll probably get more cows and a bull over time. That's probably the best idea. Prepping earthworks since you don't have the food funds for wooden defenses now. Regular wood has been like, yeah. Wait, no, I've got wood for wooden defenses. I shouldn't have to pay for that, right? So like spikes and things like that should be fine. Like we could always go with punji pits. I'm sure the orcs will be fine with like shitting on some spikes, you know? The Geneva Convention doesn't exist in Idmar. I don't think, does it?
Give me just a second. I gotta fix a screen issue. I'll be right back.
You're good. The trees are better for structures and storage for now. I mean, they are, but we still need to set up some kind of defense. That's also true.
Okay, turn back on. Shift you all over. Not found? Oh my goodness. Going to sleep. No, don't go to sleep.
Oh no. We're probably gonna need like a storage hut first now that I realize that. Like, just a basic structure to put all our shit under in case there's like weather issues, probably, right? before we start building like big house. So we need like somewhere to put the cow under and all the wood that we've got to make sure the wood doesn't get wet if it gets rainy. Fucking. Subground level cult, that's true.
Oh, and why is this monitor not? What the? I actually. Oh my goodness.
What's going on? You all good?
I'm having like a case of the monitors like turning off and on. I don't understand. There we go. Okay. I had one of my monitors. I have 3 monitors. One of them went down, so it shifted all my private like D&D info to the other screen.
Yeah.
In order to fix it, would you message me?
Did I?
Caves of Quick. It was a while
Oh
ago.
yeah.
Okay. Let me just get this all sorted. Make sure there's nothing on the screen. Yep. So, what were you chatting about while I was disappeared?
All right, we need to get bow and arrows for. I believe it's rot bottom, right?
Yes. You need bow and arrows for Rot Bottom?
Yep, we need bow and arrows for rot bottom. We need 1 cow.
All right. So, are you expending this off your sheet, or do you need me to hit you up with the prices?
What do you mean expending this off my sheet?
Your gold. Are you taking your gold off as you purchase these things?
I can, yes. Wait, do you mind telling me? I need the prices, yes.
Okay. So, cow is 10 gold.
Yep.
And then a bow, a short bow is 30. A long bow is going to be more expensive at 75 gold pieces.
Gold pieces?
Yes, bows are expensive. Tools of the trade. Refresh my roll 20.
30 fucking gold pieces.
For a bow, yes.
Real shit.
Real bows, yes. Real bows.
Fucking 30?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
It's not cheap. Bows
What the fuck
are
are
fine made
Fletchers? What the fuck are Fletchers doing with their time?
making bows?
Fuck me.
Well-made bows are very expensive, yes.
Yeah, they are.
You could steal and lose your paladin ship.
No, I'm good.
Why is I'm not hearing the music? Are you?
I am, yeah.
Okay, as long as you are, that's fine. I'll
All
just
right.
sit in silence.
Oh, fucking hell. All right. I'm gonna... What was the Cleric of Chaos's name?
It used to be Malthaw, but I want to make sure I'm right because I changed all their names. It's Una Revel now, no longer Malthaw. So, the Cleric of Chaos is Malthaw. No, it's Una Revel, excuse me. Are you wait, you're looking for the cleric, not the deity, right?
The Cleric, right? The one that likes me.
Sorry. Yeah, let me pull up that sheet. Titus's Hearth. Didn't think we'd be back here again. Vicar Marcus.
Marcus!
Yes.
I'm gonna go visit Marcus.
You see that large temple. You see at the front of the temple is a chaos symbol, basically etched in the stone above it. Other than that, it's just an open archway, kind of Roman style. Unlike most of the buildings here, you can enter in and you will see the Cleric of Chaos once again smoking a large cigar, kind of sitting in a pew, talking to a group of young lads. He goes, "Now, listen. They'll tell you gotta be lawful and good and all these things, but don't listen to them. The world is only interesting because it's chaotic. If there was no chaos, we would be like ants. Do you want to be an ant, young man?" The man will shake his head. "No, I don't want to be an ant." And he'll go, "Don't be like those lawful people. And speaking of unlawful rowdy folks..."
Marcus, my old friend, how are we?
"Hello. How do you do?"
I do quite well. Stop it! I was coming through town. I thought I'd stop by and say hi, mate. How's things?
Oh, things are grand. Things are wonderful.
Things are grand.
Yes.
Look, Marcus, I'm not here just for no reason. I'm doing a bit of shopping, right?
Yes.
I have an undertaking which I feel like you might be interested in.
What is it? What undertaking would I be interested in, Baz?
Marcus, I'm setting up shop a couple of hours outside of town. It's not any kind of normal shop. It's I've made a couple of friends who are going to work for me, and what I want to do is make the village friendly with these friends. You know, we want to set up good. We want to set up some trade.
Okay. And you'd like us to trade with these people?
I would love you to trade with these people. Marcus, I would love you to come and meet them.
You want me to meet these people?
I want you to meet these people.
Suppose I could do you a favor and come meet these people? You want a blessing or something? Is this,
I want you to come and meet them because I want you to, I feel like you'll understand when you come and meet them, you know? Because I want you to help me make sure that when we do set up shop and we get these guys all set up to start trading with town, that it goes over pretty smoothly. They're a little bit anxious about doing the trades.
Okay. Well, I don't usually handle matters of state.
I know you don't handle matters of state, but you are a respected man in town, yes?
I'm a man many people look to.
Yes. Yes, you are. And that's why this is important. All right? Because I need someone who the town respects and understands, because you're a very respectable man, Marcus, to come on and make sure that everyone is on board with what's happening. You know?
Well, let's go check out this development of yours.
Let's check out this development. But I just got to pick up a few things, all right? If you want to come for a walk around town, we can catch up and have a bit of a hang in before we walk out. Is that all right?
He'll walk with you.
Yep.
Smoking that large cigar.
Yep.
Still.
So we are going to get that. We are going to get that cow. We're going to get a cart. How much is a cart going to set us back?
Ooh, just a hand cart?
Just a hand cart.
Let's look here. Transport. Cart. Where's my cart? Wagon or wheel cart. 5 gold for a wagon or wheel cart.
We're going to grab one of those.
Okay, you grab a wheel cart. Cartwheel.
How much was the bow again? For the shorty.
The bow was
for the
30
bow.
gold.
For 30
Yes.
gold. Fuck.
For a short bow. You could buy more spears for somewhat less. 8 silver pieces a spear.
That's fine.
But you know, you only have so many Boyers and Fletchers, so that raises the price as well. A sling is cheaper. You are right, Asno.
How much is a sling?
Ooh, a sling is 5 copper.
5 copper. That's it.
But not as good at killing animals, especially large ones. But
do any of them have proficiency in using slings or no?
You didn't ask, but they didn't tell you that when you asked. They said they're good with spears, those serrated blades they use, and what was his name? Bladewind was good with a bow, I believe.
Okay.
3 of them. Or Rotbottom? I think it was Bladewind.
Yeah,
sure
right.
it was Bladewind.
I guess the cow and the cow's the one that you can milk, right?
You can milk a cow. You can milk a variety of different animals.
Yep, sick.
A bull would be a male cow.
Bull's the male. And how much is it? How much is a goat, by the way?
A goat is 1 gold piece.
Goat is 1 gold piece. We'll get a handful of goats that like milkable. You know?
How many?
Say 5.
Just so extract 5 gold from your sheet.
So that'll be all 20 all up, right?
Yep.
Whew. All right. So we take everything that we've got and we start heading back to the village. I'll make some small talk with Marcus on the way, ask him how things have been, and you know.
All right. You will talk to him. He'll be like, things have been fine. You've only been gone for a couple weeks, maybe 2. Probably less.
How's everyone enjoying the statue I made?
Grand. It sits in the Great Hall. People look to it, party around it. Some young boys tried to vandalize it with feathering it, but we caught them before they could do any damage.
I'm glad. I'm very glad. I like to hear that.
I do too. I love to hear about their mischief. Shows they're growing up well.
All right, good stuff. And we'll keep on going to the settlement.
You'll make it there. He'll be like, I don't see much of a settle. Are those orcs?
Those are orcs, Marcus. We're setting up an orc settlement, and they're going to trade.
Oh. You want us to trade with the orcs?
Yes.
Interesting.
I thought you'd think so. I thought that it would make things not so boring, if you know what I'm saying.
And this is your favor. You want me to get the Baroness to let her serfs trade with the orcs?
I'm sure you could persuade the Baroness and the local townsmen that these people, these fine, young, strapping gentlemen are worthy of their time.
I could do my best.
Do your best.
For you, in the favor I owe you, but this would be that favor.
I would appreciate it, Marcus. And it's not just a favor because it's something that will benefit both you and both this orc village.
I'm saying it's the favor I said I owed you when you left.
Okay, fair enough. That's how you feel. If you can convince everyone that this village is worthy of trading with and worthy of investing in, then that's what's important to me. You know.
Don't know about investment, but they'll trade whatever goods you bring to town.
All right. Thank you very
Tell
much.
them to look out for. Do they speak common?
I mean, they spoke with me, right? I only
speak common.
And I only speak common, yes.
Very well. And he will begin walking back to Titus's hearth unless you have anything else to tell him?
No, it's about him.
Okay. So you're left here with your orc companions. Dags will approach. Who is that?
That's Marcus, Dags. Marcus is our way into the local trading scheme. Marcus.
Scheme. I understand that.
Scheme. Marcus is going to help us make money.
What are we stealing?
We're not stealing anything. We're trading.
Schemes. Schemes are to steal money or other valuables.
I mean,
You trick.
if we're talking about stealing the surplus value of other people's labor, that's absolutely what we're doing.
Yeah, we're on the same page. Stealing.
Good. Okay, cool. I've got a cow and some goats. You all mentioned you were herders, right?
Yes. We know how to herd.
Okay, cool. The first thing we're going to have to do is, I assume you all have been foraging all day, like I asked?
Yes, we have found more rabbits.
More rabbits? Good
Nothing
stuff. Okay, cool. So we've got the wood there. We need to use this, obviously. What kind of structures are you used to using when it comes to farming?
With goats, just pens and a small shed to keep them in at night.
Okay.
But cow needs big space, generally.
First things
Larger
first.
fence.
First things first, we need to set up a couple of pens, right?
Yes.
We've got the wood here. Let's get into sticking it all together. We're gonna
Okay.
set. Yep.
Give me your d20 for your carpentry check as you got a build in here.
12.
That is a 28. That's a greater success. You'll get to work on the pens. Do you work on the goat pens or the cow pen? Who are the orcs relegated to, task-wise?
The orcs are relegated to the goat pens because they're used to working with those pieces of kit.
Yeah, you see him work on the goat pens, and it's ramshackle. It's functional, but they make these a goat pen that does not appear up to code. You probably think if there was a larger animal in it, these pens would fall apart. You get working on the I hear your cat. The
Is it really that loud?
I just heard it squeal. It was cute. But yeah, you'll get working on your cow pen and finish it by the end of that day, roughly. It's not a big thing, but it'll hold a cow.
All right, good stuff. I guess
They won't like it when it rains, but the animals when it rains.
Yeah, we're gonna have to set up some roofs for them. So that's tomorrow's job. We need to set up a storage area for not just the animals, but for our wood if it rains. We don't want to have wet wood, do we?
So be it.
All right.
Okay, and I think we can move forward a couple days.
Yep.
Into this project. You guys get to working. You build a shed for the animals next.
Yep, that's correct.
Give me another carpentry check.
It's not just a shed for the animals, it's a shed for the animals and, like, basic, open air storage.
Okay. So maybe a barn is more like what we're looking at?
Yeah, probably like a barn.
Probably take the rest of the week to build the barn. So let's give maybe 3 checks and see how it goes.
10? 9.
It's 10 plus your 16. 9 plus your 16.
12.
And to 12. Those are all passes. So all of them being greater successes. You, by the end of the week, end up finishing up the barn. The orcs will work with you. Let's see how well they're taking to this stuff. The only one who's taking to it at all is Rotbottom. Rotbottom is observing. You see he's got a knack for this carpentry stuff. You see him sawing a piece of wood, and he doesn't have a balance like you would in your usual modern day workshop, but you see he's got an eye for balance. And when he makes a nice plank of wood, it's even, it's good, it's nice. He's a craftsman. You can see it in him. But you can't speak to him. So this is more like a visual learner at this point. Other than that, I wish I had music. I can't hear the music at all, but you will, by the end of the week, as you're finishing construction on your barn, be visited by the Cleric of Chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. He will come up to you, Marcus, Vicar Marcus. He'll walk into your small camp and go, progress is being made, huh, Baz?
Coming along pretty well. These orcs, they work hard. They're good blokes.
Yes. Well, I've managed to convince people to trade with you. In town, they are expecting orcs with goods to show up and not kill them. There is a slight issue, though.
What's that slight issue?
This land is claimed.
By who?
There's a noble, a little bit outside of Titus's Hearth, who owns this land.
Does he own this land, or is he? What's he own? Has he owned this land? What a land? Is there a land deed?
He's landed, yes. By the Baroness or her ancestors.
What, is he got a deed? What's the go?
He's titled.
Titled to?
He's lord.
Yeah, there's something. Is it just like lord, like he had the fucking land? And how does he know where his land is?
Only the lords own land. They have papers, certifications given by the Baroness. Yes, title.
Papered certifications given by that. Why does he have that land?
It's his dominion. That's what the lordship holds.
Did he earn it? What's the go?
His ancestors earned it, maybe, or they were just given it to have as a favor by the prior baron or baroness.
Given by the baron or baron. So, like, fuck it. What's the go? What's the problem?
What's the go?
Yeah, what's the go?
Well, the problem is that he will likely come visit soon and either extract taxes or tell you to leave, depending on his disposition.
Extract taxes or tell you to leave, depending on his disposition.
Because he owns this land and you're working on it, he'll see you as serfs. See that your labor is his, essentially. because he provides his protection of the land. His few men-at-arms protect you.
This is like some mafia shit, isn't it?
It's feudalism.
So it's mafia shit. I see. Do you think feudalism is right, Marcus?
I think it coddles the weak.
I think it coddles
I think
the
I'd much
weak.
prefer a society like these orcs usually live in, although you seem to be trying to structure them, funny as it is.
What I'm looking for, Marcus, is to see them trade and see them prosper, right? Not necessarily looking to give them any kind of like state or nothing like that. I don't want them any feudal serfs or none of that bullshit, right? Working outside of the paradigm. What we're trying to do is teach them that, you know, you to catch a man, fish, and have a man. You know, you have a man, have a fish. You know.
Okay.
Look, the idea is that you could. Look, if he wants to stop by, he can stop by. Okay. That's. Otherwise, we're trading with. You know, they're gonna contribute. Be all good. Okay.
Well, good luck. And he'll give a gesture.
Alrighty. Cool.
All right. Do you start? You finish the barn that day. Do you start working on the mansion?
What's that then?
I heard chewing.
Yeah, sorry, it's me. I was gonna say.
I don't know on USB. Oh my god, I was.
Because there's stuff that we're gonna need to do before we set up housing per se. Because we got a shed, we got pens for the animals, right? Shed, pens for animals. We need storage for basic stuff. Can we dig down and create like an underground like storage that's cooler for like food and stuff?
A root cellar.
Yeah.
Yeah, the orcs are actually they can do that on their own. That's not super complicated.
Okay, sick. Cool.
It won't look nice, obviously, but
doesn't have
most
to look
root
nice.
cellars don't.
Yeah.
So they'll go working on a root cellar. They'll finish it in 2 days. What do you do during that time? What do you start doing?
I'm just trying to. So I'm gonna build barrels.
Okay. You will start. Barrels are a little tough. You can make crates pretty easy comparatively.
I need something that's gonna hold ale.
You're looking for ale. Yeah, you can try and craft some barrels with your carpentry proficiency and the tools you bought in town and the various things. Although I don't believe you bought much in that way, actually, did you?
No. What am I gonna need for barrels? How much do barrels
Well, you
cost?
need that binding around it, which is the big issue, and that means tools. We could look at barrels as a cost if you'd like. Barrel or a pickled fish would be 3 gold, so I assume that's the barrel in there, so let's cut it to 1.
So the material.
Barrel small, it's 2 gold. Yeah.
Okay. How much do you think the materials are for barrels?
We'll say if you're crafting it yourself, we'll call it. If you're sourcing the wood and just the other stuff you need, the tools to make it. We'll say if you're just wanting to craft them ad nauseum for the rest of the time you're here, let's ship out 7 gold.
Sounds good.
For the tools and materials to build as many barrels really as you need.
That's the plan.
Okay. You head back to town, you do that purchase, take off the 7 gold, and you can start building barrels. You build enough barrels to start hauling alcohol if that's your plan.
Yep, we start upending the bottomless ale into these barrels to start filling barrels of ale.
Okay. I think Bladewind will take to that responsibility. He'll be the barrel filler.
Yep.
They learn you have this endless cask of ale, and they're like, "What the? Where did you get? You're a sorcerer."
I'm not a sorcerer, but I do have sorcerer friends.
Sorcerer friend. You consult with demons and devils?
I consult with people who make me money.
So be it.
All right. So
They will, yeah.
start filling barrels with ale. How long does this take? How long is what's our ale barrel production? Our ale barrel production. And can I start teaching? Can I teach Rotwind to build barrels as well?
You continue to fill the barrels. The first day to build barrels, you can rot bottom, by the way.
Rot bottom, sorry.
Blade wind and rot bottom.
Oh, Rotwind.
Not rot wind. Although if you get the two together, I'm sure it smells pretty bad in the wind.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can start teaching him how to do barrels. He'll take to it again and be able to do it himself. He doesn't have a proficiency yet, but he's learning to do these specific things.
Yeah.
As a note, that first day goes by. I don't know what you're doing in between of filling barrels, and after 24 hours have passed, you'll get talked to by Bladewind. He goes, boss.
What's up?
There's a problem.
What's the problem, boss?
The ale's gone.
The ale's gone.
Yeah, it lasted for that full day, and it's gone now. One of the barrels is just completely empty, and I don't know what's going to happen to the rest.
The ale goes away after 24 hours.
Does it?
Fuck.
Is your sorcery impermanent?
I don't know.
Were you told how this magic works?
No, I just told it was a
Did you
bottomless
ask?
barrel of ale. No.
Oh. That seems...
I would assume by
problematic.
bottomless, it means bottomless.
Well, there are other magic items that shoot arrows, but they don't last forever. Ethereal arrows generally go away in a day, I believe. He doesn't say that, but the DM is saying that to you.
Oh no. Oh, my racket's ruined. I thought bottomless does not mean permanent. No, it's bottomless.
There's endless ale coming out of it. This
Fuck.
doesn't last forever.
And I can't.
could-
There's no way to create like permanent. Fuck, because if I scam him once, I'm gonna fucking lose out. Because
We could open rival tavern.
that's a. Oh, I don't know about that one. Ooh.
No.
Oh, that's not the worst idea. Would it be rival tavern though?
Sell ale on the cheap.
Oh, he's right. Damn him. Fuck, that's what we're gonna have to do. I guess that's what we're gonna have to do.
All right. He asks you, do we build tavern here, or do we
Yeah,
go sell in town and stall?
It looks like we're gonna have to build the tavern first as a resting spot anyway. So we have like a house, a little, a small area where people can drink with a couple of beds and stuff.
Okay.
Let's. I guess that's what we're getting to work on next. Is a town center tavern with rooms and stuff.
So you'll get to work on a tavern. The orcs will work on this with you. Let's call it another week of working on another building.
Yep.
Give me your carpentry check. See how well the orcs help out. Oh god. That's 2 4s and a 3. So unmodified, but still failures.
2 3s and 11.
2 3s and an 11.
Yeah.
Oh, that's only one success. You're working on this tavern, and the second day of construction. Let's see which orc it is. Bladewind is staring at you. He's hammering, and you hear a "Gah!"
Oh no.
What?
What's happening?
He'll lift up his thumb, and it's just twisted all the way downwards in the opposite direction of where it should be. Thumb is just gone.
Can we splint that? And then
Do you healer?
Yeah, I heal. Splint it, and we'll cast Lay on Hands.
Okay, you cast your Lay on Hands. It binds the wound, but that doesn't heal broken thumbs.
Yeah, that's why I splint it.
His thumb is like destroyed. You can try and splint it. You're not sure how proficient you are with this. Give me an intelligence check to properly split his.
11.
What is your intelligence score? Let's see how smart Baz is. I think this might be worst stat.
No, I think it's his worst stat.
7. So 11 plus 7 is not a success at an 18. Yeah. You try to splint it. You pull it forward to go splint it. And he'll like punch you in the chest. No damage, but he'll stop. Just cut it off.
Don't need to cut off your thumb. One of the boys can just splint it up. It's already. What do you winch?
He'll take the blade.
You don't need to cut your.
Right.
Cure wounds, I guess. Lay on hands.
You're out of that. You used it already for his.
All of it?
Yeah. Used it to bind over his thumb. He gives a scream. Someone will bring a hot poker from a fire and singe it closed. He now loses a thumb and is no longer a good builder.
Oh my god.
So you've lost a man and slow your progress.
Oh god.
As you go into the next half of the week, give me another check to recover and finish this a couple, let's say 2 days after the end of the week.
8.
Plus your 16, that's a success. Yeah, you managed to recover. It's not a greater success, so, this is a tavern. It's not your best work. You had to patch over that hole in the roof, and it's misshapen. The front of it is presentable, but you go around the back, and there's some kind of like molding already starting in some of the wood towards the back of it, and other than that, there's room for a common room, a kind of like a bar area where drinks are served. There's no tables yet, but the orcs will begin crafting kind of makeshift tables.
All right.
Put up and build this tavern out.
Why is fucking Bladewind so useless at everything he does? Fuck me. Why is he such a shit? Yeah. What is wrong with that man?
Bladewind is now goat herding consistently.
Yeah, that's all he can do now.
Yes. As he recovers and no longer has one thumb, or only has one thumb, I guess.
He only has one thumb.
Yes.
Oh god. Is there any way we can fix up the tavern a bit better?
If you spend more time on it, you could do repairs.
That's what we're probably gonna have to do. It's gotta be flush. It's gotta bring people in.
Okay. So you're at 2 weeks on this, plus another couple days. So give me another 3 days to repair the tavern, make it nice. Give me your check. We'll see what your assistants
10.
do. 10 plus your stat, 16 is a 26. Yeah, you can do the repairs, and it's now up to code. It won't collapse on anyone. You took away the molding wood. You fixed the patch on the roof that looked funny. Yeah.
All right.
It's better.
It's better. Okay. Where do the merchants hang out in Titus Hearth?
The merchants hang out in the town square generally. They travel through the taverns there as well.
Yeah. So, well, I'm gonna set the guys up to start. Just trying to think. How do we do this?
No problem. Probably do another half hour, by the way, just as a note.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
It's okay with you.
Yeah, of course. So just trying to think of things that we actually need. We got that. I'm gonna talk to. So I'm gonna put. So obviously, where are we? There's not a notepad. So, Bladewind is good for herding, and Bladewind hunts, right? He was like a pretty good hunter, as well.
Yeah, he's less good now.
Is he got
less hand really do things with, but he can still spear hunt.
Yeah.
Probably won't be firing a bow.
No. Well, he wasn't firing a bow in the first place. He didn't have bow proficiency.
I believe Bladewind was the archer, but I could be incorrect.
No, it was rock bottom.
Okay. Oh, rock bottom is also your best builder. So
Yep.
That has turned out strange.
Yeah, no. Well, he's a smart one. You know, the one with no tongue.
Yes. Half a tongue.
So I'm gonna send Dags off as an envoy to the other village, the other orc village.
Okay.
Oh no! Wait, I don't want to fucking incur the wrath of the orc chieftain.
Yes, the big chief.
All right, I'm gonna head to Titus's Hearth, and I'm gonna.
Okay.
What I want to do is put some notices there and get word amongst the merchants there that there's a tavern now set up in between Greywatch and Titus's Hearth where people can rest for the day.
Give me your charisma. So that's D20 plus 16.
10.
That's a 26. You go get the word out. Do you say anything specific to these people about the tavern?
Just letting them know that like best ale in town. We can rest your weary head, you know. It's an interesting place. Somewhere a bit different. Somewhere to cater to those with more wild, more adventurous types. You know, a place that's safe for you to trade, for you to, with interesting goods to trade, with you know, with good ale and good pillows.
Okay. It has a savage and unkempt charm.
Yeah, that's great. That's the one we're gonna go with.
You will tell them this. You'll travel back, I assume, unless you have other business here.
Well, we are gonna have to set up the inn, right?
The tavern so far.
Yeah.
There is no inn. But,
Well, I mean, like, if we're gonna have people stop and by for drinks, I'm guessing we've got wooden furniture that we've built, right? So like tables and.
Yep.
But we're gonna need. I'm gonna guess that we need like. Oh no, we've been catching rabbits, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking. We
No
need
good
like
meat, though.
no good meat. Yeah.
And no other food. Usually you have, you know, porridge and things like that.
We don't have enough people to really start farming yet. And that's not gonna start out for like ages. So we're gonna need probably some like cooking supplies. Well, we already have that because I'm sure we already have stuff to like make soup and shit with, right?
You have basic cooking supplies. What you really look for is a cook, and you need to pay them. Most likely, if you want good food. If you just don't want, you know, camp food that you eat on the road. You know what I'm talking about? Like that, not restaurant quality for us, but restaurant quality for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm gonna find a fucking cook, or how I'm gonna convince him to stay in a town with orcs. That's the problem. If I get more orcs, it'd be cool, but I can't get more orcs without risking the chieftain figuring out what's going on without having any, when we don't have any defenses or anything set up. We need more money, so we need to start trading.
Yep.
Shit.
Here to create problems,
Yeah.
not solution. That's you.
Okay. Wait, how much were pigs again?
Pigs were 3 gold pieces.
3 gold pieces. That's gonna be a while away though.
Trying to build civilization, it ain't easy.
Well, it's not.
Killing the orcs would have been very quick.
Pardon?
Very simple. Killing the orcs would have been very quick and very simple.
Yeah, we don't do simple and quick, okay? We do things that are We do things in
We do
character, right?
civilization.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I like it. I'm just I'm bullying you a bit. I can't help it.
Fucking hell. I'm just trying to think about what stuff we can get going to. That's not going to cost too much because I'm running out of money. But that we can start generating us some income. Because if we have like instays, that'd be nice. We need someone to. How much is the fucking cook going to cost to hire?
A cook will cost an amount per day. We'll call it 2 silver pieces a day.
How many silver pieces make up a gold piece? Is it 2?
10.
10 silver pieces make up a gold piece.
Yes.
So it'd be like a bit over a gold a week.
Yeah.
Yeah?
14 silver, so yeah, just a little bit over a gold.
All right.
Almost half.
How intelligent are these orcs?
You try and gauge their intelligence. They can speak. Do you ask if they read and write? Let's roleplay this. What do you ask them? Not hardcore, but at least basic, like.
No, it's not a big deal. I was wondering, in general.
I'm trying to get a kind of, what are you looking for in terms of intelligence?
What I need to know is like how independent they can be without me like hassling them to do things.
They're as independent as the average human.
As independent
if
as
not
a human.
A little dumber, but that doesn't mean they're not wise or,
Okay, sick.
capable.
That's all I need to know. Is it like if I leave, like if something happens that like they're not going to be like little fucking children?
No, they're not kids. They're like adults. Yeah.
Okay, sick. Orc racism.
I felt like it a little bit, just a little tiny bit. Terrible to my orcs.
So, I guess we'd have to hire a cook.
Okay. Do you ship out the 2 silver per day?
Yep. So we're gonna have to do.
Okay.
As yeah.
You can go into town, hire a cook. He'll be like, okay, where am I working?
Yeah, you're coming to work in the in a town, a little settlement, a trade settlement, a little bit east of here.
And what kind of stuff you want me to cook?
It'll probably be things like fresh meat for now. So we'll do like daily hunts of the smaller animals, like rabbit stews and game for now, and we'll start working on getting some better animals and better ingredients as time goes on. Right now we're still small and trying to get our feet on the ground, but we need to start being able to.
I've been looking to get out of town. It's a little hustle and bustle for my taste.
This place is a little bit smaller, we'll there's room at the inn for you. Do you have much of your own stuff, or are you sort of like living space to space?
Freelancer,
Freelancer? Okay, good. Because we've just we're freshly setting up. We just barely got the wood furnishings in, It's a pretty new establishment. We're gonna market it as being a bit more homey, bit more off the grid.
I can make the food taste that way.
All right,
sure.
Good stuff. That's what I like to hear.
Okay, let's see how good of a cook he is. Give me a d20. Let's see how good of a cook you've managed to find in town.
Oh god. 14.
Okay, above average cook.
Good stuff.
Yeah, he'll come with you. He's a little hesitant about the orcs, but you can talk him around for the money.
Yeah.
You're like, as long as they're not going to kill me, right?
Doesn't seem like it. They seem pretty committed to making money.
Okay. They look hungrily at the cook. You're not sure why. Maybe it's because he makes food.
Yeah.
And they've been without a proper cook for a while now.
Yeah. True.
That day will go by. The cook will start cooking for you guys, at least. The tavern's set up, but there is one very important thing, Baz.
What is that?
The tavern doesn't have a name.
The town doesn't. What I didn't realize before is what I got to ask the boys about. Is the town doesn't have a name. In general,
It doesn't.
It doesn't. So I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna get the lads together. Dags, Blade Wind,
Yes.
Rot Bottom. It's been a couple of weeks now. Things seem to be coming together pretty well, right? You know?
Yes. Dags will speak up. The tavern is looking nice. It is proper, unlike hut. I wonder how my goats are doing.
I feel like we're at the point now where I think we need to come together and name this town. Name this area.
It needs a name.
It needs a name. Do you fellas have any ideas? This is your settlement. This is our settlement, but you know, it wouldn't happen without y'all.
Stinky Port? No, it's not a port.
Think Blade Wind has the coolest name here.
Goat Town. Goat Town.
Goat Town.
Goat Town.
How, lads, everyone, how committed are we to the name Goat Town? Let's get a show of hands.
They all look at Dags. Dags will raise his hand because he said it, and the other two will raise their hands. Goat Town.
I feel like we can come up with a cooler name than Goat Town. Don't you? Gonna have other travelers come through here, you know?
Super Goat Town?
Super Goat Town Ultra.
Yes, Super Goat Town Ultra.
I think we're good. Okay?
You already have Chad Horse energy.
Chad Horse energy, yeah.
He's been hanging out around here, by the way, just as a note.
Yeah, he's just... Look, we're feeding him well. Like, I can't put anything on his back or use him until I can carry him, so... one of these days we're going to figure out how to carry that fucking horse. Let me have a quick look at the other names in the area.
The orcs will continue to suggest names with goat. Goat Village. Goat Tavern and Inn. Goatland. Goat Lint. Goat Stand.
What about Tor Goat? It's still got the name Goat in there, you know?
Tor Goat?
Yes.
Like Tor
Yes.
Goat?
Yes.
Tor Goat.
So is it more like Corgat? Goat. Corgoat. Because it's
Core?
Corgoat. Because you've got your goats, right?
Goats are at the core.
And at the front of the town, because it couldn't happen without y'all, we got orc, you know, but it's just spelled a little bit different.
Orc goat?
Corgoat.
But that doesn't spell orc.
It's the letters from the word orc, but backwards, because y'all are a bit different from the other orcs.
Orc goat. Core goat. We are not... If this is what you want...
Would you prefer something different?
Goatistan?
Goatistan. It's still got the word goat in it. I know y'all are really attached to the goat thing, you know?
So be it. We are core goat.
Are you not invested in the name? We can come up with another name.
I like Tor Goat. It reminded me of security system.
Let's go with Torgoat then.
Prevent
Torgoat it
the
is.
government. No, it is Core Goat. You said it. Goatsdale.
Goatsdale. I thought about going something with like goat, and port. Could somehow work as like a portmanteau, but it wasn't clicking.
Goat, and port. Okay. Well, they will go with Core Goat. Your town is named, or your hamlet. Can it be considered a hamlet? It's barely, but tavern still needs a name. They look to you for that.
Fucking I think we're gonna go with one of those the names. You know, it's got a little bit of irony.
Okay. A little bit of irony. Not Goat House.
Goat house. The long goat.
The long goat.
That's what we're going with. The long goat.
The long goat.
Because it was the long house before long boat, long goat. You know.
Makes sense. So the Long Goat Tavern. You can name this place. Business will start to work. Let's see how well people take to this place. Do you want to roll it? Let's have you roll it. Let's give you 3 charisma checks and average better than a 25.
2, 11, 18.
So a 2 plus your 16 is an 18. And then you had an 11.
Yep.
Plus your charisma is a 27. And then you had an 18?
Yep.
Oh, that's going to raise your average. 34, so 34 plus you, plus 18, plus 27. Divided by 3. All right, you got right 26. So you did a greater success with your average. And so people will start to come around. They're a little hesitant with the orcs, but soon that becomes like a touchstone, is that there's these 3 orcs that are interacting with humans, and people come to it like it's a show, kind of like, oh, the goats. You're mostly not attracting peasants. You're attracting like merchants coming to see the curiosity, and nobles here and there who will come and go like, oh, the orcs. They always come with a bodyguard or 2, but they'll come and drink and kind of gawk and look at the orcs as they build with you. This brings us to our next construct, I think. As you begin to take in some money, we can call some of your supplies a wash, depending with some limits, as you begin to take in an income. What are you looking to build next, Mr. Baz?
All right. So we've got the tavern with rooms, We've got a barn where we're storing our animals and our supplies, and some pens for those animals for grazing and being milked and such.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, we've got spare barrels, and we should still be building some barrels, but we're probably going to need to be using those to start storing. If we have any, do we have a spare goat's milk or cow's milk?
Yeah, you'll get some spare milk here and there.
So we'll start producing milk and setting aside what we can for trade. I'm just trying to think.
It curdles kind of quickly, but then the cook will start producing cheese out of it.
True, that's a good point. So the cook can make
trying
cheese
to
out
pasteurize.
and we can start making cheese. Good. Okay, good. I like that idea. I was trying to think. So we got the town in. We've got places for people to sleep.
You don't really have a lot of places for people to sleep. You have the tavern, which has a floor, but you don't have like a house or a wing for.
I guess we're making like an inn then.
Okay. Do you build that on the tavern? It'll be a little rowdy at night, so people might have.
No,
usually they're separate.
A little bit separate from the town, yeah.
Okay. You'll go start building it in. Let's give us another 3 checks to see how this construction goes.
5. 17.
So that's a pass.
And a 7.
It's another pass. So you passed twice. It gets done. It's about average quality as you build up a small building. It's just a 1-floor inn with like 3 rooms for sleeping in. For now, your orcs will occupy those rooms until they get their own housing, but you build a structure for an inn. This can also have a name, if you'd like to. The orcs will suggest the Sleepy Goat.
So the Sleepy Goat it is.
Okay. We have the Sleepy Goat Inn.
We have the Sleepy Goat in the Long Goat in
I am writing this all down, by the way.
Yeah, please.
Not disappearing.
Okay. Just trying to think. I want to start talking to Titus's Hearth about what kind of needs they may need in terms of, do they need barrels? Do they need, can we provide them with any woodworking work, any carpentry that would, because that seems to be like where we can make like passive income, right?
You begin to ask about carpentry and things like that. They're pretty set and don't need like kind of terrible orc laborers. They'll take your help again if you want to work for money, but you're probably pretty busy. But as you go to town to do this, you were confronted by a short man about the height of 4'7", and he will come up to you. He's got nice kind of golden trimmed clothes that are deep red. He's bald, and he will come up to you. He's got a big guy, kind of big burly arms, kind of like a cut, like almost like a wife beater like shirt, but it's like medieval, so it's more like almost like sackcloth. And he'll come up to you and go, "I hear you stolen my land, and I'm going to need to extract a price." And the man will pump his fists, and I think we will end the session for this week.
Sounds good.
As we zoom out on that to enter town. All right. So that's this week's session. We'll level you up for this session as stones. So you get your HP, another +1 to hit. You also can now turn undead, just as a reference. I don't know when you'll use that, but you now have the first level turn undead ability. So
neat.
Fun. You can also give me your D10 for HP, though. I think that's the most interesting part of all this. Oh, and you get another +2, I believe, to your Cure Light hands thing.
6.
6 extra HP. We'll throw that on to your 10. This is not updated. He does have 10 HP, but so that's 16 altogether. And you are level 3. That's somewhere on your sheet. Not 4. 3. All right. So we can end for this week.
Baz is certainly being prosperous. Chronicar's going to be stoked.
He is building and creating. I'm going to drop my link to my channel in your chat if that's cool with you.
Please do.
This is my channel. I do more D&D content here and other fantasy stuff. I have a campaign about a magic university. The shorts are always there. I talk about old spells from 2nd edition usually. I'm going to start talking about different character concepts that might be cool to put in campaigns or just to think about. I also put our funny campaign moments there, so I'd like it if you guys went and checked it out. Other than that, you're good for next week, I assume?
Yeah, same time.
So same time, Friday at 8, we'll be here. EST for me. I don't know what time zone that is for you people in the amazing island of Australia, but or continent, I guess, at this point. But one day it was an island.
I mean, it's both the largest island on the planet and also I think it's the smallest continent as well.
I suppose so. Wrong way around time.
Wrong way around time?
I'm confused.
Wait.
I'm not gonna lie.
Or is it the largest continent and smallest island? Yeah, I think it is the largest. Right. It is, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, no? I'm not sure.
Australian time zone? Oh, yeah, it's the wrong way around. Okay, I get you now. I get you.
Yeah.
He's saying it's the wrong way around
I
time.
see.
I agree. I think EST is the only true time zone, and it should be Universal Eastern Standard Time. Is how we should work. But yeah, it was fun.